Am I the only one that every time I hear Discord thinks of My Little Pony?
You might be. I hadn't thought of that.
I'm
in that group.
Young kids, and Discord's the bad guy / good guy.
Okay.
Can't help it.
No, I won't be able to get that out of my mind.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I didn't until you just mentioned it. But
all right. I think everybody's seeing our mugs now, so I apologize for that. at least for Hubbard, right? Hopefully this will be a new year, new start for everybody. I'm looking forward to this. This is something different. It's more low key, and hopefully have a good time.
For those who are on the Zoom call already, I posted into the Zoom chat a Discord server, a brand new Blue Team server for SANS. We're going to be collecting folks who are interested in blue teaming there for the longer term beyond this event for anyone that wants to chat about this kind of stuff. I know it's another server and we all probably have plenty of those, but hey, another community, hopefully you can get some value out of it.
Well, as Justin said, this is not going to be a formal thing because this is a community. And, we just want everybody to feel comfortable, to join us beginning of the year. So hopefully, it can be a good year for everybody. And the idea is just we were looking at doing something like this for a long time, right, Justin?
Yep.
Many of you may have joined some of the all-around Defender webinars that we have been doing throughout the last year and a half. And we never thought it was going to be so successful. I mean, obviously we knew people was interested in blue teaming and being an all-around defender, but I think the community started to grow and grow kind of organically, right? And Justin and I were talking about, hey, how can we do more things with John and with others in the community? And we came up with this idea. Let's do something, to start the year that it's not too stressful, right? We're going to talk about it later on today. It's not too stressful, where we can show, some technical things, but also non-technical things. That's been the idea, right, Justin?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's just to be a little technical and a lot more low key and fun. Because I don't know, 2020, between all the different webcasts, virtual learning, 2020 just wasn't a standard year. I think we all can agree on that. And I mean, even like the most recent stuff we hit in the news, which I don't really want to touch on because this is intended to lift spirits, to socialize. Like, when I was at the SANS Live conferences or other conferences, I would teach and just get spent, and I'd go crash on the bed, and you might see me out for dinner or something. But with this one, we're bright early in the morning. We're just here to have fun. We're just here to make friends, So we'll try to keep this positive, lighthearted, and hopefully you'll be able to learn a little bit from the technical presentations. But I honestly, I hope you get more out of the non-technical stuff. Because I don't know, I feel like we as a community, and InfoSec is a community. If you think it's not, then just get out. We as a community are doing a better job, I think, of being there for each other. So I just want to continue that trend. So this is the all-around defender, new year, new start. From that, is it anybody here join any of the mentor sessions that Ismail or I did in the last year? Because I kind of feel like that was the evolution path to kind of starting this little mini summit. We were having once a month mentor sessions, where we charged, I don't know, what, 10 grand a session, something like that. Ismail's
Did we charge anybody? I missed that.
They were free and they were open mic.
Exactly.
And I feel like the open mic made that really enjoyable because we would just take turns, not like Toastmasters or something like that where you have to hold the magic baton, but people just be like, hey, I'm in this position in life and I want to be able to do this with my career. Help me out. And it wasn't just Ismail and I. We all were like, oh, well, someone else other than us would pipe up and bring in. So we're just trying to have fun, just trying to help. So
absolutely.
Agenda for today. Yeah, I think you're right where I'm thinking. Go ahead. I'll let you do it.
Okay. We're in sync. So the idea is we're going to, and thanks to John, our fearless blue team leader, right, for setting up the Discord chat. And as Justin said, we're gonna keep an eye. I have Twitter in front of me. I have Discord, the Zoom chat. It's unlikely I'll be able to see everything, but again, we'll try to have fun and to get to know each other as well. So the agenda, it's kind of here. And are we going to improvise, Justin? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Now, we have a couple of very interesting sessions, or actually 3 sessions. The first one is going to be a round table. So John Vicente from VitalStoll that we have with us today, and we'll introduce in a minute. With Justin, John, myself, we will be doing this round table, this discussion on cyber defense predictions, what we're going to be seeing this year. And then we'll continue discussion in the afternoon with another roundtable, but that will be non-technical. Right? We'll talk about that in a second. Then we're going to have 2 breakout sessions. So the first one, it's going to be by Vicente Diaz from VitalStoll and myself. We're going to talk a little bit about threat modeling, about how you can make TTPs, turn them into actionable countermeasures, how all-around defenders can use these TTPs, these models, and tools like VitalStoll. Vicente is going to share with us some of these new capabilities that we have in VitalStoll, like similarity. And we're going to see how we can implement this concept of analytical pivoting. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to have fun with this. Justin is going to do another session. You want to talk a little bit about the session, the one you will be running?
The most awesomest, bestest technical breakout, in which case you should ignore Ismail and Vicente.
Of course.
Oh, no, I'm kidding. Mine is...
I would ignore myself. I would go and join yours.
I think this is recorded, and I think we'll try to pull them out and put them on YouTube anyway, because I honestly want to attend your guys' talk, but I can't do that giving my own. So, plus I think we're going to try to turn their talk into a 5:30 lab anyway, kind of cheat and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Never liked that saying. I'm an animal lover, but whatever. Okay. So for mine, better alerts via log enrichment. Same thing that you hear me preach about all the time. You get alerts in, we have alert fatigue, we're drowning in too many. Part of that's because there's a lot of low quality alerts. Part of that's because you've got some serious damage going on, but you have no clue where to go, what to find out. So this one I like because it's a hands-on, let's do this together, make the logs even better. And we're going to build things out. They're technically already pre-built, but I'm going to walk through the logic and how to run them and get data into them. Even things you could do like memory caching in front of threat intelligence sources, DNS, but DNS is a horrible, horrible, horrible correlation point. But Justin, don't we want to go from IP to DNS? Yes, just not with DNS. Yes. So I'll show kind of these nuances because doing these techniques can help you do false positive reduction and get rid of a lot of the noise. And what's left over is substantially higher quality alerts. Now, you can also do these with SOAR. I'm trying to work on an open source SOAR platform that'll release this year, hopefully. You can do it with your SIM directly. I actually have a YouTube video I'm going to release today after this. It's already done, but I'm going to make you wait, about doing Python to Elastic, but the same concept would work with QRadar, Logarithm, Splunk. The trend continues where we just continue to give back. So anyway, my technical workshop is getting data upgraded better, but I'm specifically going to talk through alerts, but that's just going to be the data source. So
great stuff.
Yep.
So that will take us into the noon break, and we're going to do the 30-minute break there. As we come out of the break, we're going to come back to from the break. We're going to talk a little bit about stress. So the whole afternoon is going to be non-technical, right? And we're going to have some technical people talking about non-technical stuff, and people that has nothing to do with the cybersecurity or has, let's say, no background in cybersecurity, talking about how to cope with stress. So I'm looking forward to that talk. More on that later, right? But we will learn some tips and tricks that will be probably very useful in the rest of the year. Then we have a roundtable that will be on balancing career and life, how to achieve career success, and we're going to have guests as well. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have a relaxed conversation. about how to balance career goals, life, how to have healthy habits. Some of the discussions that we're going to have around that. The next hour, I'm very excited about the afternoon. We're going to have lifestyle discussions. So instead of having breakup rooms, one session where I believe, Justin, you're going to show us something, right?
Yeah. So I got stuck with the I Get the Zoom channel apparently. So we're good with talking about whatever. But if they're going to be crazy enough to let me have the Zoom channel, I'm going to switch to my phone and I'm going to give you the tour of the Henderson estate, which, by the way, is nothing but animals. In fact, it's crazy. When I went to shut the door for the baby, not for the baby, because the baby was being loud, one of the dogs walks into my room with underwear on his head. And there's no kids in the house to put it there. And so I'm gonna be brave enough to show you my crazy estate. It's not clean, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. So you'll see miniature horses, miniature cows, miniature donkeys, geese. If they attack me, it's just normal. Chickens, rabbits, which are probably loose because they usually are, but who cares? There's one full-grown horse, lots of dogs, lots of cats. And we'll talk about things like, it's kind of weird that my hobby's animals, but my second hobby is virtual reality. I've got all these different headsets. In fact, my wife is cleaning my office with me because I'm moving it somewhere else. And she's like, I'm mad at you. I was like, what'd I do? You know how many VR headsets you have? It's like, one or two? No, you have the Google Daydream, the Oculus Go, the Quest 2, the HTC Vive, the Vive Pro. And I was like, oops. Hide the evidence. So I love playing.
What we want to know is like, get away with that. That's part of what we want to.
Yeah, well, so I always said that I would one day get up and do a summit talk where we're doing alert investigations and triage and instant response with like a VR. So you've got all these screens, kind of like Minority Report, but then you find the bad thing. So you grab the computer, pull the baseball bat behind your head, and it reloads the box. I haven't had time
for a
to
really
do that
good game.
Yeah, but so I usually do things like Beat Saber or some of the video games on those. So if anybody wants to play that, we'll talk through really whatever during that. But I'll show you the farm and we can talk. John does some serious coffee roasting. Ismail, you do guitar, don't you?
Yes, I try to.
And you both do some really cool nutrition stuff that I probably need to pay attention to. And we all have stuff. I'd be curious to see what you guys do in your non-technical. I'm always interested in how much of that happens. Like at SAMS instructors, if you walk up to them and you be like, what do you do in your free time? Your non-computer time? Like some of them go falcon hunting. Some of them are in bands. And it's always like some of them, like I'm going to pick on Josh Johnson for a second. He whittles wood. Who whittles wood? Like he wants to retire and like make rocking chairs and stuff like that. He's good at it. And we have these really interesting non-IT related things we do. So during that talk, I'd love to hear what y'all do. So with that, we're technically 3 minutes over. We need to get into our first roundtable. But
okay,
please download the Dropbox links. I'll repost them. I got one person saying they get an error. If you're getting an ATP error, that is probably a Windows security control locking that link down, unfortunately. I will transfer a copy of it also to one of my web servers while Ismail starts this roundtable, just so that we have an alternative download link.